In today's session, I want to talk about the setting up the buyer persona using inbound methodology. So, what happens? Let us see. Actually, when you have a good website, you have a lot of traffic, then there should be enough revenue, equal enough revenue. But most of the times, it's not happening. Many people are having a lot of traffic, but they don't have a lot of sales or revenue. So why this happens is because they don't have a proper buyer persona, target persona. That's the reason it happens. So before we go into the session, I'll just give a brief about me. I'm basically a mechanical engineer who sold diet plans to doctors using the digital marketing skills I acquired by blogging since 2011. So I have learned digital marketing in a practical way. I did not do any digital marketing course. So after that and after the experimenting a lot and all, I thought I have to do digital marketing full time. So now I am working with MNC as a digital marketing manager, where I contribute to the company for inbound marketing and email marketing and social media marketing. So this is my journey, and let us get into the lecture first. So ideally, if you have a blog or website, if you have lots of traffic, you should have lots of revenue. That's the ideal scenario. But many of many of you don't get that. Means you don't get a lot of revenue because of lot of traffic. So reality is you have a lot of traffic, but you don't have revenue. So what are the reasons? Let us see. If you can guess this, so uh, there may be many reasons, but I am taking four primary reasons why there's lots of traffic and why there is no revenue. One is the traffic is not relevant. That is one number one reason. Or the person who is visiting your website is not in the buying mode. So this can be addressed in a different way, like capturing that guy and getting into your email marketing database and nurturing them till the time he buys or exits. Or if your product is bad, sorry, if your product itself is very bad, uh, you can't do anything. So this is one thing. And poor conversation optimization means if you're not able to, the person who is coming to a website is not able to navigate properly, or your conversion optimization like lead forms or navigation to landing pages, sales pages is not good. So that also can be possible. But today's topic we'll be talking only about not relevant traffic, means not relevant kind of people who are coming to your website. So why are we getting non-relevant traffic? Reason is most of us are writing for Google because we want love of Google, and we target high traffic keywords instead of targeting the keywords which our buyer persona is looking for, or an ideal customer kind of person is looking for. So let us do a small exercise. Write 3 lines to sell a laptop. Can you? This is one question. And now write 3 lines to sell a laptop to a college student. You might have written different answers. So let us check. In the first case, the laptop, the writing is like I wrote, this laptop is super powerful with 10 GB RAM and 1 TB memory and makes your job easy and also comes with a 3-year warranty. This is specific, it's not very specific. It's giving a generic information. It's not talking about the buyer, it's talking about the product. So next one, this laptop is best choice for smart students like you. The RAM it has can make you play games effortlessly, and it also comes preloaded with Byju's 1 year free subscription. Because we told you are going to write to a student, the way you write these three lines has changed a lot. So if you have a buyer persona, the way you do business will change a lot. Do you agree or not? You have to agree, because that is how it is. If you don't have a proper buyer persona or target audience in mind, it's very difficult to sell more. And also it's difficult to set a digital marketing strategy. Initially what happened is, Steve Jobs, when he tried to launch the Apple computers, the first time he has given a, big ad in New York Times. I don't know exactly which newspaper, New York Times or some famous website, where they gave some 2, 3, 4 page ad. They say long, very big ad, explaining about all the features, the speed, RAM, all the technical details. Because Steve Jobs was technically inclined at the time, but nothing worked, and he was even fired out of the company. Then what happened? He joined another storytelling company and another media company. Then he learned there the storytelling, art of storytelling, and understanding the audience. Then he launched an ad with saying "Think Different," and this logo. There's not even the name. Apple name is not even there. So there, he understood that he want to target only people who think differently and who want to stand out of the crowd and who want all extraordinary things. So that is his buyer persona. He fixed the buyer persona. From there, you all know where is Apple now. It's selling authoritatively. So now how to set up your buyer persona? Any brainstorming ideas? Next. So to set up your buyer persona, you should understand what is your buyer persona, goals, pain points, personal info, professional info, psychological traits. Let us assume you have a product, you want to sell a product, go to webinar, the webinar meeting software, and you want to know who can be the ideal buyer persona. So you should know the goals, what type of goals he has, what is the personal info, what is the professional info. Professional means which type of a company he will be working for. So a company which is having office, only one office, will they need a webinar, go to webinar software? They may need, but I don't think they need it a lot when compared to a company which is having office in different locations, and so that they want to network and talk to each other. Psychological traits. What are the psychological traits? So let us go deep. See here the buyer persona. Let us set up a buyer persona. Personal info: age, gender, location, children, marital status. Why all this is required? Because based on this you can create your advertising material or content, whatever it is. All the messaging will be aligned with this thing. Then the professional info: job title, role, career path, company, industry, company size. What is the size of the company? That also is important. Might be your product will fit into a company which is having 500 people, but your product will not fit into a company which is having 10,000 people. So though it's big company, it doesn't fit under the buyer persona. Values and fears. What do they value in their personal or professional life? What is the fear? What is the objection? Like what is the risk thing? What are they afraid of? So based on that you can address the things, all the fears and issues, their goals and their challenges, what type of goals they have, what type of challenges they have. So they need to if you want, they need to buy a new software, how many people they need to convince, and what are the goals and challenges, how do they get information, how do they communicate, where are they, sorry, where are they means which platforms are they in. They might be in which social media, Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram. Maybe your buyer persona is only hanging out in LinkedIn, then better you focus on LinkedIn. So if you, by knowing all this stuff, what will happen is you'll be able to set up your content strategy and your platforms and how you'll go ahead with the executing this content strategy, etc. So, and this is one more kind of buyer persona. These guys want to target people who want to work in coffee shops. You know, abroad there is a trend called they work in coffee shops. They go there, and what is all she likes or she wants? A background. What is the background? Finances, online behaviors. What is she looking for? A place to decompress after a hectic week. A quiet place to study where she is not distracted by her messy room. A good deal to make her feel better about purchases. A sense of stability in her chaotic world. Cool new experience or adventures. What influences her? Her friends and colleagues. Magazines, blog articles. Influences means what is the who is influencing her? Sometimes in your case, let us say if you're selling nutrition supplements and the person who is taking the supplements is a sports person, the influencer can be a gym coach or a sport person who is senior or a sports coach. So you can set up a buyer persona relevant to your industry. This is agency Eric. This is the agency owner Eric. He is buyer persona. His goals and values, challenges and pain points. What type of challenges does he have? Objections and door in purchase process, etc. So how to create your ideal buyer persona? You create your ideal buyer persona by checking the background, job, career path, family, demographics, age, gender, location, his nature, traits and identifiers. What are all the stuff he has? His goals, his challenges. So what can we do to address those challenges? How can we help him with the help of the content or whatever it is? So common objections. What type of objection does he have? Figure that out and write. So marketing messaging, align all the marketing messaging based on the buyer personas, based on the buyer persona details which you get from research. And you can also create an elevator pitch while you want to talk to buyer persona. So how to create a buyer persona? First thing is interviewing existing customers if any, and knowing and understanding more about them. This is the best way if you're already having a business and already you have some sales and customers. Then the first thing is to talk to existing customers and find out the commonalities. What are the common things which all the existing customers are having? Then go find Google keywords, Quora questions, reviews, product reviews. You can go to product reviews and see what your buyer persona is looking for, what he is talking about, and all. And competitor social media channels, their websites. This is also a right place where you can understand what type of how people are responding. Because if your competitor is bigger than you and he is older in the field from long time, so you can do that. Then uh, influences in your target market. Who are the influencers in your target market? You can talk to them also, and you can understand. Then analytics and data. Always measuring the data, analytics, and recording tools like Crazy Egg, all this stuff, and also having a automation, marketing automation software will help you understand what's your buyer persona doing, and you can act on that. So for setting a buyer persona, this stuff needs to be researched and done. So let's define buyer persona. Buyer persona is a detailed description of your buyer's psychological traits, professional experience, social habits, concise personal plus company data. These are generalized features taken from all the information you have about your former, existing, and future customers. The buyer persona is a roadmap for how to communicate in an authentic and relevant manner at various stages of your sales funnel. So, buyer's persona is a roadmap for how to communicate in an authentic and relevant manner at various stages of your sales funnel. So, the buyer persona gives you a roadmap on how to proceed with this various stages of sales funnel. So now create your buyer's personas and then create your content strategy and work. Based on the buyer persona, create your strategy and work. I can surely say your traffic will lead to more conversions. I'm very much sure. Try it and See, so who's the right buyer persona to sell a software like GoToWebinar? Can you answer? I believe IT manager, um, maybe sometimes a team lead or a manager general manager who manages everything in the company, or HR guy. It can be HR guy. There may be three, four decision makers who are all influenced in this process. But you need to understand which type of companies will use this software, what must be the employee count, because the software you're selling will be able to serve that. And is the company having office at different locations, or they have regular client meetings where they need to use this software to attend to the client meetings. So this way we can create a buyer persona. So thank you very much. You can avail a free consultation from me for inbound marketing and email marketing. Here are my contact details. This is my Gmail ID, govardhan06 at the rate gmail.com. This is my WhatsApp number, and we can also connect on LinkedIn using LinkedIn Local. Thank you.